This is the Reinvent Yourself Mom version edition because I love watching videos about reinventing yourself, winter arc, New Year's, like all these resolution things. I am obsessed with them. But let me tell you that it is so hard to find women online who are into this kind of thing and that are also mothers, that also have children. As a mom of a blended family of 2 under 5, I want to share with you my 7 habits that I am going to be doing as I walk into this winter arc and start the new year. And I hope that they encourage you. I hope that they help you as you try to figure out your habits, or maybe you just want to join along with me on this journey as I am diving into these 7 habits that have honestly helped me felt the healthiest I have felt as I have walked into this new season of motherhood. And not to say that I do these 7 habits perfectly, because I definitely don't, especially after a night like we had last night where I have a sick baby who was up all night. I am an exhausted girly today, but as much as I can, I try to do these 7 habits every single day because I feel the best when I do them. I want to share with you my 7 W's that are right here on this chart that I made, which you can have as well. I'm going to share it in the link on the description below. But I actually put it in this like laminating pouch that I write in every single day to help me check off the list what I've done, but also plan my day, also write out any tasks that I have, and my lunch and dinner plans. So I just have it all right here. I could stick it on the fridge. I can look at it. What is my plan for today? And every day is obviously different, and then things just change because we have kids, and things, you have to kind of think on your feet as things change throughout the day. Here are the 7 habits that I want to share with you. The first one is wake up early. So I know that this is very different for every mom, but I would say at least, at the minimum, wake up 30 minutes before your child gets up, because that'll make a drastic difference. I personally get up 2 hours before my son gets up. I feel like that is the best, where I feel the best, where I can invest in myself first, and then I'm able to pour out the best for him. But obviously, like a day like last night where I didn't get a lot of sleep, I slept in a little bit today, I still got up before him and was able to get a few things done before he got up. Whether that's you making breakfast, whether that's you just getting dressed and getting ready, whatever that looks like for you, I think it's the best way for you to feel your best is to get up a little bit before your child gets up. And so whether that's 1 hour, whether that's 2 hours, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's even just 15 minutes, whatever that looks like, I would say wake up early. The second thing is to get in the Word, to open up the Bible and to read scripture. It is the best way to get in the best headspace for the day that you're about to have, and also a way for God to prepare you and to speak to you about what He needs to talk to you about that day. You know, whether it's a parenting struggle that you're having, something that's happening in your marriage, something that's happening in your finances, God cares about every detail of your life, and its best way for us to connect with Him is to get in His Word. I would recommend with that is to just read a chapter, read a proverb, read something, either a devotional, something that you could just put in your heart that will carry you throughout the day. Then the third W is to work out. So again, this can look like however you want it to look like. I personally like to do a 30-minute workout that is strength training. I'd like to pop on a video on YouTube. Sometimes I have gone to the gym, or I've done a lot of different things, but I would say just get a workout in. And that could look like taking your child on a walk that day. That could look like as they're playing at the playground, you're getting like a 30-minute workout in, just doing squats and walking around, and whatever that looks like for you. But move your body. It's those endorphins going. It helps your mental clarity. It's just so helpful. And so whatever that looks like, just move your body. Then the fourth one is to wear your best. I wholeheartedly believe in getting dressed every single day, even as a stay-at-home mom, because you never know the opportunities that can come about. You can make a friend that day, or maybe it's just also just taking your job a little bit more seriously. Like, you are a mom, and that is something to be incredibly proud of, and to dress the occasion for it. And I don't mean that means like wear your best and like wear dresses every day. If that's what you like, go ahead and go for it. But that can look like just dressing in a way where you just feel good about yourself. So it could literally be a workout outfit, but maybe you do your makeup and you do your hair and you look cute, but you're comfortable, and that's okay. It could be jeans, it could be a dress, it could be whatever, but wear your best, look your most confident self, because it does affect how you feel. It does affect how people treat you, whether we like it or not. We are giving an impression of ourselves. And so that is my fourth habit, is to wear your best. And obviously, if you're in those early days of postpartum, dress however you want to dress, girl. After that season, it is time to start getting back to yourself. And an easy way to do that is to just start getting ready every single day. My fifth habit is wisdom, finding and seeking wisdom. There's a proverb, I can't think about which one it is right now, I'll pop it up on the screen, that says, do anything that you can to find wisdom, to seek wisdom. And there's so many things in our life as moms that we are wrestling with, dealing with, and we don't always know what to do with. And one of the great ways to do that is to seek wisdom. And also, like, we're not talking to a lot of people, right? So some of us, we are home alone with kids all day long, and sometimes we don't interact with people. And it's so good to just have a voice playing, whether that's an audiobook or a podcast at a certain time of day. Maybe it's while you're going for a workout, or maybe it's during that walk with your kids, or you're cooking or washing dishes, that you just start listening to something that will pour into you, that'll help you see life in a more positive aspect or help you with a certain struggle. I feel like this is so key for our mental health and also us growing as just women in general. And then the sixth thing is to write it down. I think it's so important to have a plan for your day. And so I have created this where I just write out my plan for the day, whether that's the night before or the day of. And that just helps me have an idea where we're not just we're not just wandering through space. You know what I mean? We have a plan for the day. We take our job seriously and we plan out our day. And that could literally look like however you want it to look like. Every day doesn't have to be the same. Every day doesn't have to be this specific drawn out routine. And if that's your deal, that's what you like, go ahead and go for it. But I like to plan my day the night before because there are certain things that I have going on, right? I need to run an errand, or I want to take my son to the library or to the park. And there are a certain period of time where I do that, and I have him take a nap at a certain time of day. And so I want to plan out the day so that we both know what's going on. But also because I think that sometimes we think that we're lazy or being lazy, but really sometimes it's just like we don't have a plan. And because we don't have a plan for the day, our day kind of feels a little bit purposeless, a little bit meaningless. But when we put a plan in place, then we can have a better outcome of what the day looks like. And we could also feel like we actually did something, we were productive. So I write out my tasks and I write out when I'm going to do them and what I'm going to do. And I know that having a plan will just eliminate some of that boredom, some of that laziness, some of that unintentionality, some of that feeling meaningless or purposeless in our lives, if you feel that way, because maybe you don't feel that way. But I know that having a plan will help you exit that lazy girl era, that lazy mom era, and help you move into a more productive and healthier place. And a lot of people, they have a feeling of sense of purpose because they wake up and they have someone that is counting on them. And I think sometimes in motherhood, we don't take it as seriously because we're not going to lose a paycheck, right? If we don't show up in a most professional way the next day, right? But our kids are counting on us to be the best version of ourselves. Our family, our husband is counting on us to be the best version of ourselves. And some of that is just planning out the day. And so write it down. Write down what you're going to do today, what you're going to do tomorrow, and think about it. Think about what would be the best outcome for your day. And then my last habit is to work your vision. So many of us have these desires in our hearts that we want to come to fruition, but we keep making excuses as to why we're not doing it. Whether that's we don't have the time, or we don't have the energy, or we don't have the resources, the money, whatever that looks like for you. There's always something that's going to hold us back from pursuing something that God's put on our heart. And so I want to encourage you to, even if it's just 30 minutes or an hour or 15 minutes, Kate, to that thing that you just want to do so badly, whether that's recording a podcast, or maybe it's writing that book, or maybe it's just taking time for yourself to journal because that's something that you've been wanting to do, or working on an art piece. Work on something that brings you life, that brings you energy, that brings you to who you are as a woman at your core, what you desire and love. So work your vision. I think some of the times we don't work our vision because we haven't planned ahead. We haven't thought about our week, and we don't ask for help. We don't ask for our spouse, hey, can you take the kids for a little bit so I can work on this project just one time this week? Every Tuesday from 2 to 4, I want to work on this project. Could you do that for me? Or from 4 to 6 or whatever, or maybe it's after the kids go to bed. That is a time to invest in yourself, and you are worth investing into because a better you is a better them. If you are interested in getting this print out, you can check the description below, click the link, and you'll also have access to some other things that I have on there. But I would encourage you to plan your day. This is going to create a healthier and better version of you. And so let's enter our winter arc together, and let's implement these habits, and let's see ourselves grow.